we said it was a meeting, and he literally said in the presence of the pastor, Kifilo, I will kill you. Yes. No.
Really?
But sometimes I would be like, I'm not okay. I really need to go and see my sister. I'd be like, I paid lobola. You are married. Bo, Jesus, yeah. You know, you're married to me. And I'm like, but I'm a twin for life. I can't watch my sister suffer. I mean, I'm here. I have all the unconditional love that she's looking for outside, isn't it? I've been saying, come home. But because she was in love, I got raped twice. The sad part is my brother and my son saw everything, though my son was 3 years. You know, have you ever begged God, like, God, if it's possible, let my spirit leave my body? Hadina kami dupi.
Hola, Sanbonani, Dumelang, Absheni, Dimatekwane. I'm trying to think of languages that are not South African.
Yes, Wararapo.
Wararapo. Obrigado. No, that's thank you. Thank you for watching. Welcome to I've Been Through the Most podcast right here on Centtwinz TV. Whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, welcome.
We are also available on your different social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, X, everywhere we are there. All the content is exclusively produced for you. So please go ahead and follow us there. And of course, here on YouTube, Millicent, we have a target to reach. Hey, it's 2025. And you know what that is? We are on a road to 500K subscribers. That's what time it is. It is possible with our Lord and personal Savior, Jesus Christ. And of course, you sitting at home, make sure to click on that subscribe button to make sure that we continue to grow and spread the good news. Because as you know, people who sit here, they are sitting on the hot seat. If you want to sit on the hot seat, do send us an email. The email address is down below.
Yeah, and today is such a special episode. We're actually saying earlier, for the first time, we feel normal.
Yeah.
You know, like as twins, like you go through so many things that like people think is super weird. And they think, what? You guys do that? Or you feel when your sister is sad?
Like, no way.
Like a lot of things. And we had like a good 10-minute conversation during the setup, and we feel so normal. And you guys are absolutely going to love today's episode. We are blessed and graced by the King's daughters.
Yay.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us, ladies. Thank you for having us.
We are seeing double.
We are also singing double. It's so weird.
Can I ask you a question that is so irritating and annoying to twins? Are you guys twins?
Wow, no, we are not. We're
friends,
actually.
No. We get that a lot. You guys get it a lot as well?
Lot, every day.
Frequently asked questions are you twins?
Yes.
How do you see the difference? Who's who?
Yes.
Do you know who's older, who's younger?
And that question is, especially who's older? Oh, I don't like that question, guys.
Why?
Because there's no one who's older. I think we were born on the same day.
I hear you.
You know, so.
Oh, wow. I never actually thought about it that way.
That's why twins always fight about who's the oldest or youngest. They just don't like that question. It's we together.
We together.
Our birthday, same days.
I think we're also trying to figure it out. I mean, we know. We think I'm the older one.
Yeah.
I've taken that position.
Me too. Thank you.
The older one.
Me too.
That's how I make you pay for the bill. Anyway, about us. Ladies, welcome to the show. Please introduce yourself to the people who don't know who you are at home. Please give us a brief introduction.
Hi guys. So we are the King's daughters. I am Kifile. I am her sister. I'm the big sister.
Yes.
She's Kifile Nyana. That's her name. But I call her Nunu because obviously you have to know the difference.
Yeah.
But we're using the name the King's daughters because we are daddy's girls, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have the same name.
Yeah.
Kifilwe
And
Kifilwe Nyana.
Yeah.
Like Mpolimpo
Like yeah.
It's literally the same name.
Literally.
So how did we get to the King's daughters? So I'm guessing you're Christian.
We are
And
Christians.
then you are just like, we are King's daughters from the King above.
Because God loves us. Hello.
Yeah.
But we were three. We had a friend. And when we met, we were like, you know what? We need a name for ourselves. And then we're like, we can only use we are the King's daughters. Because after all, God is a father, right? especially now because you never had a chance to see your father or to know him. But God has been there. And we're like, the king's daughters is nice. Our
Sounds
father
good,
sounds good,
yes.
because we belong to him after all. So we've been running with this name and forever.
I love it. Such a
Yeah.
powerful name.
Yeah.
Let's go into your upbringing. Where did you guys grow up? Where were you born? How did you get to where you are today?
All right. We grew up in Northwest, Lichtenberg, and we were raised by our granny.
Oh,
Yeah, I know,
Same.
I know.
Oh,
So we were raised by our granny, who she's now late.
may his soul rest in peace.
And then, for us to come to Pretoria, because we were orphans. I don't know if this has happened before, but can you imagine somebody just adopt you at the age of 29 years, and they're like, come to Pretoria, I will take care of you, I will find a job for you. So that's how we came to Pretoria. We literally knew no one here except for that family. So,
At 29?
At 29. At 29
So
years.
what do you mean you're orphans? So where are your parents?
My granny passed on, and then 2 weeks later, my mom passed on.
Yeah.
So we were left with no one.
It was only
besides
us.
me, my sister, and my son,
And our late
and our
brother.
late brother. So yeah, because
2 weeks later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2 weeks.
2 weeks
We buried
later.
them the same month.
the same month,
year.
the same year. So
How old were you then?
we were
18.
18.
You were babies.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Like you still need your mommy or your
Yeah,
grandmother
what?
at that age.
Yeah.
And you had to literally just lean on each other for
Yeah.
strength and
It was
support.
difficult.
Sure. And where's your father?
I don't know. We don't know him.
We've never met him.
We just know
unfortunately.
that he's someone in Joburg.
Yeah, but
But
never met
Never
him.
ever met
Never.
him.
Not even
never.
once.
So your parents, which means was only mommy and your
And
grandmother.
Grady, yes.
And then you lost them when you were 18.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Sure. Hectic.
Very hectic, right?
So, okay, obviously after the passing, then you were left with each other.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then what? What transpired after that?
And after that, we were 18, just finished our matric, and just my sister and I, our late brother is late now, and my sister's son, we are not working. Sometimes we could sleep without food almost for a week, because who's going to provide for us? If you go out there, you find men who say, but before I give you food, can you just give me,
There's nothing for Mahala.
there's nothing for
Yo.
Mahala. And so we were like, we will sleep like that, it's fine. So we stayed like that, and we were staying in a small shack. Yo, ladies, it was bad. I don't want to lie, it was so bad. To a point where when it's raining, the water will be just flooded. Inside the shack will be just flooded. We'll sleep with wet blankets.
Yo.
Yeah,
Oh, we'll literally stand up the whole night because the bed is wet.
yeah, because it was 2 single
There's
beds.
2 single beds, and
No way.
Yeah.
Was your brother younger or
He
older?
was very young.
he was 9. When our parents passed on, he was 9 years.
He was 9. 3 years later, when he was 12. Mhm.
Then he also passed on.
So what happened to your brother?
He was diagnosed with TB, and later they said he was HIV positive. So we're not sure which, or maybe they go together, but that's what happened. And the fact that we could not give him right food, veggies, fruits. So he kept on defaulting.
nutrition.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he kept on defaulting to a certain point where there was nothing the nurses could do, and also we were just
I mean, we were still young. At the time we were 20 or 21. I think 21.
Yeah.
So,
So you technically had to raise him, basically.
yeah.
But
we
did
had
you
to-
know his status by then? Was he
No.
on treatment? No.
we didn't know.
We only found out in that 2008 before he passed on.
Yeah, I think 4 months before.
4 months before, yeah. That he was HIV positive. And we were like, what?
Because, I think the symptoms he had, my mom had, because my mom had a diarrhea that was just running.
Yeah.
And same with the boho, it was not stopping. We took him to the clinic, to the doctor, to the hospital, but it was not stopping.
Sure. That is hectic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
And you had to deal with that grief again.
Yeah.
Together, and now you lose another family member, and now you have to.
Nah, that one was. I think that one. We understood when we lost our mom that it's fine. But with our brother's death, I think this is the first time we are out about it. We've never spoken about it.
Yeah, this
because it's. I don't know. I don't know.
I think just a death, especially of a minor,
Yeah.
is so traumatic.
It is.
It is so traumatic because it's like life isn't meant to be that way. You're supposed to pass away when you're older, when you live life and experience life. So you left with so many questions. The trauma. I mean, the caskets are so small. It honestly is something very, very painful. I can't imagine what you guys had to go through because even at 21, yes, you are adults by then, but you're still kids. And now you're feeling the pain of a mother because you had to mother your brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now the loss is more traumatic and you don't have family. So you grow up fast. If there's one thing that makes you grow up fast,
It's death.
it's death.
Yes.
It's death.
Yeah.
You grow
Death,
up
you
so
wake
fast.
up and you become an adult.
Yeah.
You know what it's like to get papers and sign.
And sign.
You know what it's like to fetch a death certificate. Guys, the
Remember
trauma.
that experience. I know.
The trauma.
Sure.
And you feel like I'm a child. You're like, God, I'm not ready for this. But you have no choice.
But you have no choice because I think you'll never be ready.
So then let's go to you having a child.
Me having a child, I'm not gonna go deep,
Yeah.
but I had a child when I was 17. My grand was still there, and when they passed on, Tiama was 9 months. Yeah.
Sure.
So, and when I was pregnant, my grand could not accept it, not even my mom, to the point where I literally had to sleep outside. Yeah, when I was 8 months, 9 months, I would sleep outside during winter.
Oh no.
And I would go to bed without food because my granny is upset that I'm pregnant. So when they left, I think that's when I realized that you have no choice but to love Tiamo regardless of your age. You have no choice but to train him to be the kind of a man you did not have in your life or the kind of a father you did not have in your life. It's up to you to train him to know that there is no other source beside Christ. So we train him to be Christ-like, and that is what I'm proud of now, because when I look at him, I see the fruit. I see God's amazing, because I'm like, literally God is the one who raised him, because on our own,
Couldn't have.
what do I know about raising kids? I was still
Sure.
young, so yeah, that's what happened.
So when as a twin, what was that like, seeing her going through that and obviously Granny being disappointed and treating her like that?
We were adopted, right, in Vereeniging. So me, I was at school. I was in Vereeniging, and she was home, right? For me to know that she was pregnant, at home they couldn't even see that she was pregnant. But I noticed that my period stopped for about 7 months.
Your
Your
period
period?
started.
Yes, my period stopped.
No.
Yes. So my period stopped. Okay, that was for 3 months or 4 months. Then I went home. When I got home, I look at this girl. I'm like, baby girl, you're pregnant, hey? You're so pregnant. And she's like, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm like, you are? Because why am I not getting my periods? And I look at her time and I'm like, you're pregnant. And but I cried because I was scared for her. I was really scared. Even for me to go back to school, I didn't even want to, because I wanted to be there with her.
Yeah.
But again, I had to go back to school and learn, because it's life. Life says go to school and learn, but it was not nice. I don't want to lie. It is not.
And now you both mommies because
Yeah.
the baby has two mummies, and it's like the baby is stuck with both of you. Could the baby tell the difference between you?
At first, no.
At first, no.
Yeah,
Our babies also. Like the first 6 months, they're just like,
What's going on?
yes, it's so
Yeah.
confusing. You go to her when she's with her. Yeah. She literally used to breastfeed my daughter.
What?
Yeah, that child just takes out my boob and I'm just like, I have no milk, sorry, but she would still stay there. Yes.
Because it's so weird.
Because you're confusing the kids.
So now you are in Joburg, right?
Yeah.
And you've kickstarted life, trying to rebuild life literally.
Yeah.
And what did you face then? You know, do we have any brothers in the picture? Do we have any challenges along the way?
Brothers.
Brothers, ne?
No, we don't have brothers. Okay, we don't have. But I think let me say for me, I have my reasons. I don't know about my sister, but I don't even want a brother right now. Like I'm not.
So you guys don't want to be, do you want to get married?
No.
No, not really.
No.
Why?
I was married. I was married for 9 years.
Wow.
Yes.
When did you get married?
2013.
2013.
2013.
Okay.
Divorced, is it 2 years ago? Yeah. I was married. And it was so difficult. Because, it's sad to get married to a person who does not understand you. And you try to explain that I'm not alone. And I need you to treat my sister as you treat me. So this one could not even visit me.
Oh,
You understand?
I get it.
Sure. Whoa,
I get it, girl. Now I'm just like, nope. If I can't see my sister,
Please.
like that's the standard.
But, okay,
That's the
wait. I
standard.
mean, aren't those the things that you discuss while you're
Before.
dating? Did you not see the red flags while you're dating? Did you meet this person? How did you meet? Let's start there.
You saw the red flags, didn't you? We met at church, right?
Yeah.
Where we were fellowshipping. That's where we met. And he was a nice guy, But yeah, I saw the red flags. And the guy was like, I want to marry you. And I'm like, yes. We can get married. Why not? But, funny thing is, on the day of the wedding, when the Spirit of the Lord says to you, this thing that you're doing, are you sure? But I kept on suppressing that. I'm like, it's not the Spirit of God who's talking. The Spirit of the Lord doesn't say such things. But I knew from the onset that I am getting myself into something that I'm not going to be able to handle, sorry. And so, so I got married. Yeah, I got married to, I don't know, like the guy started to change, like literally completely he changed. He became this lion, I don't know from where. And so he treated me like I was nothing. Like I was nothing. I felt like I'm only here because you want sex, That's the only thing that you want from me.
Sure.
But apart from that, there's nothing that you want.
There's no love.
I want to go to school. He won't let me go to school. I'm like, there's a school of massage that I saw. Can you, he's a millionaire, he's got money.
Sure.
Can you at least pay for me? Let me go. Let me do something with my life.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, no, I'm not going to give you the money to do that. Literally. And I'm like, what? So I had to go at church and ask people, I need money. And they will go back to him and say, why is your wife asking for money? And he'll be like, no, I don't understand. I don't know. So I kept on going through that. It was like he's married to his mother, and me, I don't know what is it that I was doing, because it was all about mama. Month end, I'm not working. I am at home. I'm literally doing everything.
Yes.
So it's month end, you give your mother, you give me, this is for my mother, money. So I give the mother, what about me? He wouldn't even, I promise, he wouldn't even give you even 10 rand. The cars that I was driving, I would call my sister and say, I need money for petrol. I want to come to church. Yes. I need clothes. I need shoes. No, I don't have this, To a point where I felt like, but this is not life.
So this man is rich, but you have nothing living with him.
But I have nothing.
So you felt it. Did he show you love at least? Do you think he loved you?
No, that's not love, sis. When we started just dating, all those things, you know, he was nice. He was so gentle towards me. But I don't know what changed. Unfortunately, I don't know. To a point where when we start fighting, he will literally pack my bags.
Hey,
Yes, and say, go to your sister.
you?
And I would go.
Oh, well, of course. You like, I'll take that over any day. Like, thanks.
You know, but it was so sad. It was heartbreaking. So I would go to my sister. I don't know how many times did he pack my bag. I don't know. I don't know how many times did he pack my bags. I don't know how many times did I go back. You know, a roller coaster marriage kind of thing.
What would prompt him? Like, what kind of fights would it end up being go to your sister?
Mother, obviously we're fighting about. I would be like, I don't have to fight for my position in your life. And I feel like I was honest. That is the truth. I'm not supposed to come second. Am I not supposed to come after God? Obviously it's God, then it's me, right? But if you jump me and it's your mom, you know. And so there was that thing. He didn't even want me to talk about it. Like, he didn't even want me to talk about it. So it was too much for me. The last time when he said, go to your sister, I was
did
like,
he continue coming to church? I mean, you met him in church. I mean, there's counseling. Did you go for counseling at church?
We did.
Did you tell the pastor?
We did.
What this man is saying?
At some point, we said it was a meeting, and he literally said, in the presence of the pastor, Kifilo, I will kill you. Yes.
Why?
Because he wanted me to humble myself to things that I don't know. I can't humble myself to a man who's looking after his mother and then I'm here. It doesn't work like that.
So your sister was not an issue.
My sister was not the issue.
So that means if your sister was not an issue, it means you guys were not close during your marriage then. That means she was giving you space, ne?
She was giving me space.
Because now the way you guys are close, you couldn't have been this close.
Yeah.
Because there's no way he would have allowed that.
Yeah. There's no way. Trust me, there's no.
Really?
But sometimes I would be like, I'm not okay. I really need to go and see my sister. I'd be like, I paid lobola. You are married. Bo, Jesus, yeah. You know, you're married to me, and I'm like, but I'm a twin for life. There's nothing I can do about this. But yeah, like, it was, I don't know, guys.
So you're saying, so the last time you said you must pack your bags?
The last time he said I must pack my bags and go home,
Yeah.
he literally dropped me at your place, right? And he was going to his mother's house. That was the last time. And I'm like to my sister, I am done. I'm not going back.
If he fetches you, you're going to say no.
I said no. He did. I said no.
What were you saying?
Ah.
I've been telling her to come home.
Yeah,
guys, you can't blame me. I can't watch my sister suffer. I mean, I'm here. I have all the unconditional love that she's looking for outside, isn't it? I've been saying, come home, but because she was in love.
Wow.
So did that moment then traumatize you to then saying you guys don't want to get married, or you genuinely felt like it's just not your thing, it will never work?
Okay. For me, I got raped twice.
Oh no.
I was getting raped. And the sad part is my brother and my son saw everything. Though my son was 3 years, they literally saw those two guys undressing me. And the other one, he used a nail cut to shave me in front of my brother. So they raped me, and yeah, that day have you ever begged God, like, God, if it's possible, let my spirit leave my body? That was the prayer. And at the same time, I don't want to leave my brother and my son and my sister, you know. So I'm here. I was raped because the first one raped me. When he was done, he called his friend. When his friend was done, the first one came the second time. And when they left, I had to try to come back to my sense because my brother is there watching, like, crying, and my son is there. And if I'm not strong, then what? What am I
So
saying?
did these people break into your home?
Mm-hmm. It was a shack, so they just entered. It was Saturday, actually towards Sunday morning in the AMs.
Do you know these people?
No. Well, I don't know. I didn't see their face.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what happened. And the second time I got raped, it was after my birthday. So I went to the shop to get juice and everything for Tiamo's snack. And on my way going home, I could feel there was someone following me. But every time I look back, the guy will pass, Just after crossing the road, where we stayed, there was a pole, electric pole. Now I see a guy coming from that pole and he's like, don't even make noise, just follow me, right? And when I turned, the guy that I thought was following me was actually following me. And they're like, don't make noise. And remember now, I'm passing, my house is there.
Yo.
He's taking me there to the stadium because our house is just close to the stadium. We got into the stadium and I'm undressed, and only one of them raped me, and the second one was like, yo, I can't do it because I fear God. Because I looked into his eyes. I wanted to see, are you also gonna do it? But he said no. So those incidents, somehow they made me to not trust. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah.
I can't trust. It's so difficult for me to trust.
Yes.
It's so difficult for me to say, I can do it. It's so difficult for me to say, let's carry on. I can't. Even if I give it a try, I get tired because I keep on going back. I want you to understand me. I have healed, but there are those days when I look back, I get the flashbacks, and I'm like, yo, God, why, how will I do this? So I wouldn't want to bring someone into my life for them to suffer, I wouldn't want that. So let me be, I always say to people that, marriage is a blessing, honestly. Marriage is a blessing. And I'm like, God, if you think that I will make it in marriage, it's fine. And if you think that I won't make it, then it's still okay. I won't fight it. If it's a blessing that is coming to me, it's fine. But if this blessing is not for me, then it's okay still. So let me not fight it. But to be honest, I'm in a better place. And I don't want anything or anyone to take me back there. If you know that your intentions are not clear or are not right, then don't come. I don't want anyone using my situation to put me in a prison. Don't come to me and say, I found you like this and I made you a person. What? I'm avoiding those things because I worked hard for my healing. And now that I'm here, please, no one must take me back.
Sure.
You get me? So marriage is a blessing. I'm not against that.
Yeah.
If it comes, yes. If it doesn't come, I'm at
good.
peace. It mustn't come.
Honestly, I'm so sorry
It's okay.
for your experiences, and I thank God that you were able to overcome those hurdles and those terrifying experiences. I hope justice was served and maybe they were arrested. I really, really hope so. But if not, we really hand them over to God, and I'm glad that it didn't define or take away your life. You've managed to work so hard to make sure that you build yourself and you overcome through those experiences. I am so sorry. I wanted to talk about how you felt when your sister got married. Personally, we both married, and I know it's supposed to be the most
happiest time, you know, of your life, of a woman's life,
Yeah.
because you dream of getting married and. But for twins, it's a bittersweet moment, I must say. You don't know whether to be happy or not, because you know someone else is taking your sister. You know what? Nobody else will ever understand this. Like, disclaimer, please. We're not saying we're not happy.
Yes.
But there's just something about that moment that takes away from what you've known for all your life. And when we say all your life, I mean from the time that you were conceived, you've known this person. If you're identical twins like us, you like one egg that's split. So for as long as you've existed, this person, you are together. And for the first time, you have to be separated and share the love with somebody else. So it's not.
And that for us was in 2010, because we both got married in 2010.
Yeah.
And 2010 was our most unhappiest year in terms of us being sisters. We fought the most in 2010. We cried the most in 2010.
We spoke the least.
We spoke the least in 2010. We're the most disconnected. I remember just on her day of Lobola, I think I cried the whole day. I was just like, who does this guy think he is? And then the family comes, I'm like, who do this people think they are? Like, you know, it's very, very hard to explain. But
on my wedding day, I was just like, this girl was just not having it.
Yeah, shame, guys. We're thinking I wasn't even the best lady.
And you can't pretend. You can't. You
still need to talk about that. Still need to talk about that. So yeah.
So how was it for you? You know, how was the feeling like?
Number one, I was not talking to the soon-to-be husband because I was upset. Why are you taking my sister?
Yeah.
And when we had the celebration at church, I was not smiling. If you see the pictures, I was wearing even a black dress.
And she was wearing a jersey. And
I mean, a cardigan. I'm like,
she was not present. She was there, but she was not there.
I was there, but I was not there. She was beautiful and all that. I remember I had to fix her hair. And I was just like, just fix your own hair, leave me alone. Just leave me alone, you know. But I was not happy, guys. And I couldn't pretend. And for me, I was like, I don't need anyone to understand. As long as this person understands, then it's fine. Because I don't need to explain my emotions to anyone. She understands me. But guys, I was so upset. It took me time. Really, it took me time
to accept.
It took me time.
Hey, Mrs. Baby was just having the time of her life.
Because I was happy. That first period, I was calling now and then. And the husband one day said, no. Even when we are busy in the bedroom, you just call. Yeah, that's right. Because she would call, guys. Like, even around 10 p.m., the girl is calling me. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, Mara, to be honest, like, I think being twins, we have zero boundaries, guys.
We need to set some boundaries, guys.
Like, we have zero boundaries. Like, honestly, I don't know how many times I have to stop myself from calling my sister because I'm just like, she's probably in bed. You know, let me just not call. Because literally, but if it was because of me, Aisha would stay on the line the whole day. Yeah. Even with work, we have zero boundaries. We will call and call and call. But I think it's a twin thing. It's too much. It's a lot, you know.
And you want to share every emotion, right?
Yeah.
Everything.
And people thought because when you get married, it stops.
It doesn't. It becomes worse.
So now you get to be together every day.
Praise the Lord. I want to thank God Almighty for that. You know, God, all things works together for good. You know, unto them who are called and love God. Hi, Bo. Jesus Christ. It's a breakthrough. Guys, don't see it in a bad way. It's a breakthrough.
I'm so jealous that you guys stay together.
Don't be. Guys, it's a breakthrough.
You guys get to see each other every day.
It's very nice. It's because I don't like cooking. My sister will be cooking the whole day, every day.
Yes.
So why not? I love you.
Yeah, and everybody always has a strong point. Like the sister that likes cooking and the sister that likes cleaning. My sister loves cleaning. To this day, she tidies up my clothes.
Yes,
she picks up after me.
Ha.
Like, I'm just good with finances.
So
everything else, I'm just like, she thinks I'm great at cooking.
She's amazing.
But I'm just like, I'm the money girl. I will manage her life. I will pay her salary. I will tell her, girl, get out of the... debt, all that. But everything else,
And
she's
get
like,
me in debt too, but anyway.
you fucking do it, kid. You fucking do it.
So, but it's about you guys, right? Before we wrap it up, I just want to know where you guys are now. I know you're in the same church. You guys sing, and hopefully you'll sing for us before the end of the show. Where you guys are now, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You've gone through so much, you've lost so much, but you've bounced back like true king's daughters. You have bounced back strong. So where are you now?
Let's start about spiritually.
Please, that one is important.
We are there, above the ceiling. Spiritually, we are excelling.
Oh, we are.
I think that's the most important part. If you can't excel spiritually, forget physical. Forget. Everything is in the spiritual realm. We have to break everything there.
Come on.
Then everything comes to the physical.
Yeah.
So we are God spiritually. That should tell you that physically, the Lord is doing wonders.
Honestly,
The Lord-
emotionally, guys, we are so much at peace. There's nothing that is bothering us right now. We are so much at peace. Oh,
No.
Jesus.
There's nothing that is bothering us.
A peace that
Nothing.
surpasses human understanding.
on.
It's cutting our heart.
So you don't miss being married?
No.
Which one?
No, please. No, I'm fine.
Wow.
No, I'm fine. I have healed. I've forgiven. I'm okay.
In a good space. And I can feel that you guys are in such a beautiful space.
Yeah.
And it's a very beautiful place to be in, especially when you've been through so much as a child. Like I know for us as well, having gone through the
trauma.
most as children and having lost so much, really God is so gracious. You get to a point where you can't even believe it's your own story. Like,
Honestly.
I can't believe I went through that, and you can tell your story without crying. And because God is just so good, right? And He's just put you in such a beautiful place. And that's why it's important for us to tell our story, because there are people out there who are going through the most and they're thinking, how will we ever get to this place? How is it that you can sit with your twin sister? Because there are moments where you're sitting with your twin sister and all you do is cry. Like, you don't even talk about why you're crying, but you're probably crying about the same thing. Like, we just look at each other and we just weep. And we know what we're crying about. And for those days to like end and you're like, wow.
Like we okay now, Sissy.
We
That
okay.
storm is over.
It's over. Yes.
But God is gracious.
And you're trending on TikTok. Wait a king, like you are the girls. Hey, we recently did a post on social media where we said comment with
twins who love each other.
Yeah. With twins who love each other, and so many comments came through.
Tagged you guys.
King's daughters. We first met you at Minister Joel's event,
Yes.
and after that you keep popping on my timeline. I'm like, yeah,
It was time.
Yeah, I think it was time, ne?
Yes,
It was
definitely.
time. But we have amazing followers. Amazing.
They love
amazing.
you guys. They do.
You guys
can
so
tell,
funny.
can tell.
Sissy, apparently they tried to DM us.
Yeah.
We did.
We did.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yes. Yep.
We did.
Way.
On TikTok.
What were you saying?
Go check. When we leave here, maybe go back and check.
I think even last year I did. We did,
Because when we walked in, Sissy, it was as if they knew us, like how they saw us. It was just like,
Yeah.
Of course, we've been following you guys.
My sister and I were like, they twins.
Oh, but I love you guys. I think you are so beautiful.
Thank you.
You truly are like an inspiration.
Thank
You possess so much strength, power, and the grace of God is just all over you, And I pray that only good things may follow you guys. Goodness and mercy, all of those things. Whatever is due for you guys, I pray that you may experience it in double portions. You know what I mean? As twins, we don't receive things in ones.
Double.
They all gotta come in double.
Yes.
Thank you,
nobody
ladies.
must separate this.
Please.
Nobody must
Martin,
separate.
please.
Yeah, you know
My
what?
dear, we are praying.
Yes,
Please.
and you must always just speak a blessing upon your life. No one must come and speak a curse upon your life, wish you evil. Like I always say, people who wish twins to be separated, those people, I feel like it's witchcraft. It's plain
Wickedness.
evil. Because when you see something that God
So
has put
wicked.
together from inception, and you think you have the power to say these people must not be together, there's something wrong with you.
The
You
devil
need
is
God,
using you or
yeah, you need God, Shem. You need God, and we are praying for
Can't
you.
need it,
So
please.
I just wish you guys so much success. I see your brand is growing. May God continue to grow your brand.
Amen.
And I love that you've established registered as King's Daughters.
Yes.
Jesus
What a
girls must
way.
continue to
Yes.
rise. Bathong.
What a way of marking yourself. Okay, now you guys have to sing for us before we close the show.
Yes, and before you sing, you guys spoke so well about your spiritual mother of air. So
Yes.
shout out to her for
Shout out.
receiving
Hi,
it.
mommy.
Hi, mommy.
Mommy is Mommy Juliet Anagu. We appreciate this woman so
Yo,
much.
she's the best.
She's been a mother to us. I don't want to lie. She's been the best.
When we
best.
don't have electricity, mommy, there's no electricity.
And she will literally buy it. Mommy, we don't have food in the house. And she will just bring the grocery.
Mommy, there's
She's
no
been
money
a
for rent.
blessing.
We are short and
Sure.
All the time. She's
And also, you spoke about how when you guys joined the ministry or the church, you're so broken, you know, and she literally, you know, was there to build you up,
she did everything.
to stand.
Like, that woman, she would leave her house, go sleep with us at church.
and
Pray.
pray. Yeah.
So this thing of praying, we got it from her.
Because when we went to the church, we couldn't even pray.
We couldn't.
Right.
I mean,
Couldn't even talk
the word
to
of God,
people.
whatever.
We were so
But she
broken.
trained us.
Yeah.
We would sleep there 3 days with her praying.
Yo.
Now Lishandara is a
I'm telling you, Bona, Saturday why
prayer
it-
warriors.
So we love her. and we
appreciate
appreciate
her
her
so much.
She is the best.
We appreciate her too. I love her.
Now you'll
So,
sing for us.
Now you'll sing for us, please, and then we close.
You see these twins?
Soprano, alto.
So do you want
Which one is alto? Which one is
Sefila
soprano?
or what?
Yes, I
Yes,
think so.
Phil. Yeah, we love
we are
him.
Sefila girls.
Stefila girls. Give them a song.
Which one? Should we give you one?
Please.
Um,
I hope you know it.
Do you guys know the one that says Pula Tja Lehlohonolo?
Yeah. Lena le Bapedi. Okay,
Yes.
practice. Pula tsa lehlohonolo ha di na ka medupi hohle le diporo le nahle onghopole o Jesu mongaka wena o sinti bale lena
Shayada.
o Jesu mongaka Jesu o sinti bale lena. Let's not go deeper, guys.
Then it says Ompe Maya Sedi Wapiloli Matla. Woo! Anyway, guys,
tonight if we could sing I Shem, you're gonna get us far. I always say
we
God
would
knew
be power.
these ones. Let me leave them to talk.
No, ladies, talking is for you, singing is for us.
Yes,
okay?
Beautiful
Oh,
worshippers.
thank you.
We
King's
appreciate you for
Daughters.
coming.
I love you
Thank
guys.
you for sharing your story. And may you just enjoy this beautiful season.
Amen.
It is definitely your season to
Amen.
shine.
Amen.
Like, go out there and just
Be the best version of yourself.
yes, you know, and I cannot wait to see your baby that has two mummies. Like, finally, it makes sense because we always say our kids have two mummies.
Yeah.
So,
Now it makes sense.
Now it
what a
makes
blessing, what a
sense.
blessing.
God bless you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to subscribe. Yes, road to 500k subscribers right here on YouTube, and also do follow us on our different social media platforms. On those digital platforms, make sure to follow as we grow the numbers there as well, and send an email if you want to sit on the hot seat. The email address is down below.
guys, we're definitely going to have a twin festival very soon.
Yes.
We'll tell you guys so that twins from all over the globe can come through to SA because, wow, seeing double is the coolest thing. Thank you so much to King's Daughters for coming. We've come to the end of the show, and we hope that their story has inspired you, because definitely wherever there is a test, there's a testimony. And when you live to tell your story, you know God is using you for bigger and greater. Make sure you follow them on social media platforms to see their incredible work. They are so talented and so funny. So make sure you go ahead and support them. Well, for myself, Millicent.
And myself, Innocent.
And from the King's Daughters, and of course our awesome crew behind the cameras, it's
Bye
bye for now.